do you have?
Just started. This is 0. Let's not be careful of this. Okay.
71 to 63, Cincinnati.
TC was up by like 25 before.
Up by 10.
Sure about that? Check again. Alrighty, welcome everybody. We are going to be covering Hurricane tonight. This is, I believe, the third. Yeah.
They almost have 7.
Crazy.
Nevada does.
So yeah, this is the third game, I think, in the lineup of the Python Angelo games. I think Comet was one.
How do you see the cards?
Hurricane was the third one, and what was second? Cyclone, I think, was the second one. Anywho, all right, so we're going to be dissecting this game tonight. We'll do a tutorial on it, in depth. Like, luckily, I was able to use the what is it? The Pinball Arcade notes. So I used all those instructions and basically put together this tutorial so we can get it in video form for everybody out there that wants to kind of see everything done in action. So we'll go through and hit everything up. So first thing we'll talk about is the skill shot. So let me know if I'm not loud enough or if the game's too loud, those kind of things, just like normal. But so skill shot, it's going to be your right ramp here. So when you plunge all the way around, it lights up that right ramp for one shot at it. So boom. So the first time you hit it, you get 500,000. 500,000, and it spots you a palace letter, which are down here at the bottom. Depending on what settings you have, the game will start you with however many letters of palace that you select. I think the stock is you'll start with 3 palace letters, and then for me hitting the skill shot, I got the A. So, but anyway, so that's part of the skill shot. So the first time you hit the skill shot, it's worth 500K. So I just did that. Now my next ball for the skill shot, or after I lock a ball for the skill shot, it goes up to, I believe, 1 million, and then 1.5 million, and then for a max of 2 million is how high the skill shot can go. Yeah, so it's giving you points. It's giving you a palace letter, which we'll talk about later. Works towards the jackpot. If you spell palace, you get to collect a jackpot. And so yeah, so what we'll do is we'll go into talking about the palace mode and the palace jackpot here now, since that's pretty closely related to that skill shot. So
it's 67 to 71, Cincinnati.
Wow. Okay, so I need 2 more letters to spell palace. Once you spell palace, it lights a jackpot on the shot through the pop bumpers back to the juggler. That's the shot right to the left of the center ramp. So when that jackpot's lit, you have 30 seconds to collect that jackpot. The way that jackpot works is it starts at 5 million, but then it can be increased by basically all the major shots of the game. And so if you hit the Comet Ramp or the Hurricane Ramp or any of the other major shots of the game, it's going to add to that palace jackpot. And for each one of those shots, it's 130,000 that it adds to it. And then for whatever reason, the palace jackpot maxes out at like 15.96 million. So yeah, that's about as high as it can get, so that's a pretty valuable award there. So so let's see here. Once you score the Palace jackpot, it resets all the way back down to 5 million. So one of the features of this game that I really don't like is the fact that the Palace jackpot just keeps growing and growing and growing until someone collects it. So that means it holds over I believe game to game, and just keeps building up until somebody collects it. Okay, so I don't really think that's great for competition because, you know, it's kind of like whoever steps up to the game and has a huge jackpot and they light it and collect it, and then the next person does the same thing, but now it's like way fewer points because someone just happened to step up and collect the big massive one that had been building up. So just note that. I tried to look in the settings to change that. I don't think you can. One thing you can change in the settings is making sure that the Palace letters reset for every player and that they have to earn their own way to get to the Palace jackpot, but I couldn't find a way to have the Palace jackpot score start at 5 million for everybody and then just reset every game. So yeah, unfortunately it just builds and builds until somebody collects it. So depending on the timing of when you collect your Palace jackpot, it could be much higher or way less than somebody else that collects it. Alright, so some more stuff. So let's try and get this Palace jackpot lit so you can kind of see how it works. So we want to hit this skill shot because it's going to spot us a letter. Okay, so now we just need one more shot to Palace. There's multiple ways to do that. So one way I just did it there. And I'll explain that too after. So now that jackpot shot is lit to the left of the center ramp. See it right here? That's what you want to go for. And I whiffed. Okay, so we collected it. So right there we got 9.2 million. So that's a big award to collect on this game. Now, what I was going to explain is the different ways to spot or to earn a Palace letter. Basically, if you hit the mystery award, it can award you a Palace letter. You can also get it from a skill shot like we just saw. You can also relight the ramp that spots you Palace letters by hitting down all the green targets on the right or the drop targets on the left. So doing either one of those will light the left ramp for a certain period of time. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure how long the ramp's lit, but it's like 8 or 10 seconds that the ramp's lit in order for you to spot a Palace letter, or else it'll go out. Then you have to hit the targets down again to light it up. But that's essentially one of the biggest scoring opportunities in this game, is getting that Palace jackpot running and collecting it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Next we'll talk about the Hurricane Ramp. So on the Hurricane Ramp, this is like the main ramp of the game. Hey, Gun Nut, thanks for the bits, man. So this right ramp. So basically, long story short, for the Hurricane Ramp, if you can successfully just loop that ramp over and over again, good things are going to happen. It spots multiple things for you. It increases in value. But yeah, so there's multiple things that the Hurricane Ramp can do. So you see it's lit right now. It's always at the start of your ball. When it goes out, the way to relight it is hitting down all the green targets on the right. So lighting all those targets on the right solid will relight the ramp to start the Hurricane Ramp mode, which is essentially you want to see how many times you can hit the ramp over and over again. I believe the first time you go through it, you hit it 3 times, and it'll light 1 million on that ramp. If you hit it again and collect the 1 million, you have 11 seconds to keep collecting that 1 million. So if you can hit that ramp within 11 seconds, the timer restarts and you can keep collecting millions. Also, when you get to that point, the spot Palace is lit, so you can spot your Palace letters too. So if you can hit that ramp a good 7-8 times in a row, you're going to get you know, a few million points from hitting those million shots, and then also light your Palace jackpot to collect. So if you can loop that right ramp, that's a big way to score on this. So as you see, when we hit we'll try and get the Hurricane Ramp going here, see if we can't loop it. So we get our skill shot there. Each time you hit the Hurricane Ramp when the mode's running, you can see it's blinking right now. It's wanting me to hit the ramp. I've started the mode, but if it times out, see, well, I actually came right back on. I'm not sure why that happened, but I was under the understanding that I would have to re-qualify it, but I guess maybe since I didn't, again, I'm not sure why that didn't stay unlit, but let's see if we can't get this bad boy looping so you can see kind of how the scoring works. But essentially, the first time you hit it, it's like 200 to 225,000. Then it goes up to, you get 220, 225, and then I think the third time you hit it, it lights a million, and then you get a million every time after that. If I could hit it. Now sometimes it's one of those shots where you can hit it 10 or so times in a row, but then you just go through those games where you feel like you can never hit it. Okay. So that one was 200. Get it again. It was 225 maybe. Yeah, 225. One more. So now a million should be lit. So I collected the million. Now you see Spot Palace is lit on it. But I have time to recover and still hit up the ramp, but it's not much time at all. You can see it's timing out, and I'm dead. So if I want to... So almost immediately after that timing out, I hit down all those green targets. That's why my ramp is lit again. It also lit up the Spot Palace letter for a period of time that I could have collected had I been quicker. But you can see now I'm ready to go try and spam that ramp again for points. So that's essentially the Hurricane Ramp. There's really not much to it. Once you get it started, you got 11 seconds to keep hitting it. And each time you hit it, that 11 seconds starts back over. So again, if you can keep looping that, the value of that ramp's going to keep increasing, and it'll max out at a million. But again, if you get to the millions, it's also going to spot you Palace letters too. So if you can loop that 7 or 8 times, you're going to get some good points and also be able to cash in on a Palace jackpot, hopefully. Okay, so the next one is the Comet Ramp. That is the center ramp right here. As you see, when the game starts, I don't know how well you can see that on stream, but so the red light underneath the ramp is lit. That's for 100,000. So essentially, if you hit the center ramp, you'll collect the 100,000, and then it'll advance to the next light, the top left one, and that one is yellow, and it's lit for 200K. So the second time you hit the Comet Ramp, you'll get 200,000, and then it'll advance to the top right insert. Excuse me. Which is 300,000, and it also spots you part of the clown's face, which we'll talk about later. That works you towards a mode called Clown Time. But so the center ramp works kind of like the Hurricane Ramp. Each time you hit it, it's more valuable, and you only have a certain amount of time to stay at that higher level of points. So like once I hit it once and collect 100,000 and it goes to 200,000, I only have a certain amount of time to collect that 200,000, or else it bumps back down to actually 50,000, I believe. So if I start that center ramp mode and I crap out of it before I get all the way to the top, it dumps me back down to 50,000, and I have to work my way back up by spamming the ramp. But we'll try and show that right here. So this game, you'll see a lot of the features on this game are based around timers and being able to hit something repeatedly and within a certain amount of time. Which is kind of, I mean, it's not, I don't think this is the greatest game in the world, but it is kind of interesting to have, you know, all these features be on timers. I don't know if I've ever really seen that done in other games, except for the other versions, I guess you could say, of this series of games. So as you can see, the center ramp is, at least on this copy, is not the easiest thing in the world to hit. You can hit it fairly consistently from a trap, but it's much harder because you only have a certain amount of time, like I said, to get those points. So To hit it just right. There's another one. So one more to get the 300. And once you get past the 300,000, it lights the million in the front of the ramp. And then once you get the million lit, you can keep collecting the million as long as you don't hit another switch on the playfield. You're allowed to hit all the switches on the ramp and the right in lane, but you can't hit any other switches on the playfield, or else that million will go out. Dang it, didn't collect the extra ball. So let's see, what else is going on with this ramp? So yeah, like I said, just the points that you get awarded for spamming that center ramp just go up and up and up until it gets to 1,000,000, and then you can hit that as many times as you want, as long as you don't hit another switch on the playfield. So we've hit it a couple times. Get up there. Oh, baby. So I'm probably going to time out before I get the ball back. Yeah. So it looks like it's staying on 100,000. Maybe if I get to the 1,000,000, it resets to 5 or 50K. Get up there. So yeah, easier said than done on the Comet Ramp. I usually, when I'm trying to score big on this, I avoid it. Yeah, they did. If anybody's basketball fans out there, I just found out that UC lost their basketball game.
Literally, they got a 3-point at like 9 seconds left, and literally the guy fell. He tripped, and then he like tried to shoot it. Oh!
Oh man. That is crazy.
The game was 73 to 75, so they would have to get a 3.
Sorry for the aside, people, but UC was up by like 25 in their basketball game, and they just lost. So, yeah, so let's see if we can get this 1,000,000 lit here, but we'll try a couple more times and move on. It's not hard to kind of envision what it's like, but so one more time we'll get the 1,000,000 lit. And it's that insert right in front of the ramp. Get up there. I don't know why, like, from an in-lane feed, why that is so tough to hit that ramp. From a trap, it's plenty easy. I think the ball might get a little hop there that kills the momentum. Let's try and pass it over. Yeah, it's hopping a little bit. That's why it's tough to repeat that ramp. But that's okay. I mean, if you have repeatable shots like this, you want to make them as hard as possible so you can't exploit it. But we'll try the Comet Ramp one more ball here, and then we'll move on to the next part, which will be the targets that are spread around the game. Oh! I'll get up there. Yeah. Oh, 1,000,000's lit now. So now I can hit this 1,000,000 as much as I want, as long as I don't hit any other switches. Ooh, this is the business here.
Crying.
Oh, so now it's over. But
this kid was crying because UC lost, and the camera was showing on him for like 10 minutes. Like, stop showing on. And he looked at the screen. He's like,
yeah, that's a tough way to lose, being up by that much. That stinks. Okay, yeah, so Comet Ramp. Pretty much saw all you need to see there. Like I said, once you get to the 1,000,000, you can just keep going, and unless you hit another switch, then it turns off. But it looks like, so if you notice now, since I got to the 1,000,000, that 100K is not lit, so I think I start at 50K now. Let's at least prove that. But. Oh, one feature I forgot to tell you. In order, like, once you get to the 1,000,000 of the Comet Ramp, it's not lit again right away. You have to relight it by the Ferris Wheel, which is the far left shot that I just missed. So now I can go back and try that Comet round again if I want to, because I hit the Ferris Wheel. That's the one part I forgot to mention. But see, now it starts at 50K, so it's harder to do it the second time around. Oh, what is that? Get up there. Okay. Alrighty, so that's it for Comet Ramp. Hey, Pavy, what's up? So yeah, next thing I wanted to talk about was the cat targets. Cat targets are our green targets on the right here. They have multiple uses. We've covered a couple of them already. I just want to just touch on those specifically now. So hitting a lit or unlit target. So they're flashing now, but anytime you hit a target, you're going to get like 8,000 points. It's a little bit more than that, like 8,100 points. But completing the full bank of green targets, it awards 100K the first time, and then goes up by 100K each time and maxes out at 1 million. So the first time you clear them, 100, 200, 300, all the way up to 1 million. The first time through the targets, when you hit one target, another one will light as well. So you're getting 2 for the price of 1. But the subsequent times through those targets, you got to hit each individual one. So the reason to hit those targets, it does multiple things. It relights your Hurricane Ramp to start that round of scoring and light the 1 million shot. It also lights Spot Palace for a short period of time, that if you were to hit the ramp, you get a Palace letter. It also awards you the right cheek of the clown. So if you, I believe it's the right cheek. Let's make sure. We'll cover that in clown time, but I'm pretty sure the cat targets get you the right cheek of the clown. So right now it's the only one that I don't have lit up unless the bulb's up, but I don't think it is because it's the only light I need left. So yeah, so there's multiple uses for it. Let's see if we can't get those going here. So we'll try and complete a bank and get that Palace letter lit up. I typically don't, I just kind of let these targets happen. Unless I need like one of them, I don't go crazy with trying to hit them all. So I need the bottom 2 still. Another way to hit these, I've gone by hitting the drop targets, and sometimes they'll bounce over. Oop. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, when you do complete these targets on the right, it lights the mystery, which is what we just jumped into there. If you hit the lane to the left of the Comet Ramp, the center ramp, it gets your mystery awards. And we'll cover what all those awards are in a little bit. But that's another part of hitting down the green targets. Okay, So we'll get back to clown time in a minute, but essentially I completed the targets. It gave me his right cheek, and the clown time mode lights when you have the whole clown face lit up, which is what I have flashing here. And maybe we'll just talk about that now, just so we don't have to work back towards it later. But that's the cat targets and how those work, and we'll go and talk about clown time now. So clown time is a mode that is lit on the Hurricane Ramp. You can see the orange flashing right here. That says start clown time. So if I hit the right ramp right now, it'll start the clown time mode. To light that shot, you have to fill up the whole clown's face, all the lights in his face. Each part of the game represents a different light in the clown's face. So if you hit down the drop targets on the right, that's his left cheek. If you hit the Ferris wheels, that's his left eye. Now, the Ferris wheel has to be lit, and we'll talk about the Ferris wheel mode later, but if the Ferris wheel's lit, which it is right now, and you hit it in there, you collect his left eye. If you do the Comet Ramp, if you hit it to the 300,000 level and collect it, that gets you his mouth, so his tongue will light up. If you dunk the dummy, which is that little red target in between the center ramp and the right ramp, if you beat and dunk the dummy, you get his nose. If you hit the Hurricane Ramp, you get his right eye, and if you hit down the green targets like we just saw, you light his right cheek. Okay, so that's how you get all the lights lit up in his face to be able to start the mode. Once you can also get, I believe you can get the clown time mode lit via a mystery award. Okay, so we'll go over all the mystery awards later, but I believe that's one of them. So other than that, that's basically how you got to light the start clown time. Once you're in the mode, it runs for 25 seconds, and it's a frenzy mode. So you minor switches, like basically everything other than ramps and lanes, get you 50k, and then if you shoot one of the major shots, it adds more. So each time you hit a major shot, it gives you 500k the first time, then 750k, then a million. And this is a mode where you're just trying to score as many major shots as possible to build up that award, and it's an award that you receive at the end of your ball. Okay, so concentrate when you get into this mode. Just try and loop that hurricane ramp as much as you can, because like I said, it's 500k, 750, a million, and then it's just, I believe, a million every time after that. If you happen to get in this mode twice in one game, it will add, or twice in one ball, I'm sorry, it will add to the previous clown time mode score. So had you built up a decent clown time mode score and then happen to get back into it, the same ball, it starts where you left off, and you just keep building that amount. And then when you finally drain, that's when you get awarded the bonus. But the bonus multipliers do not apply to it, so you're just going to get that straight up value from this mode. So let's see if we can hit it here. We're on ball 3, so let's not miss. Okay. So again, let's just try and hit major shots here and watch me drain in the first 2 seconds of it. Yep. God. So you can see it counting down. I got 300,000, which is pathetic, but it'll give us to us at the end of the ball. After it gives us our regular bonus. Yeah, so there's our clown time mode. It should be much more valuable than that, but I made it look terrible. So that's clown time. So let's go back to our regular setup here. So we talked about the cat targets. Those are on the right, the green ones. Now we're going to talk about the duck targets, which are on the left, the drop targets and the purple inserts. These have multiple uses as well. Again, if you hit those down, you get his right cheek to work towards clown time mode. When you hit them down, depending on the settings, it could light one or two or both of your locks. The settings on this game is you need to hit down the drop targets once per lock. So, and you can stack the locks, meaning you can hit the drop targets down once, it'll light lock 1. You can hit drop targets down, it'll light lock 2, and then you can lock both your balls for multi-ball, or you can alternate. It doesn't really matter. The duck targets also award points. They're pretty minimal, so you're getting points as you're hitting them down and completing banks. Also, if you have collected your Ferris wheel, which is the left lane, that yellow insert, that light will go out. To relight it, you hit down these drop targets. So if you want to relight the right ramp, hit the targets on the right. If you want to relight the Ferris wheel on the left, hit the targets on the left. So it's kind of easy to follow there. What else? Let's see. Oh, it also, just like the right targets, will light Spot Palace on the Hurricane Ramp. So we'll hit these targets down and kind of show how these rules work. So we got one. I don't know if Mystery Award lights after you hit them down. I believe that's only from the right targets will light Mystery, but we will find out soon enough here, hopefully. Nope. Oh, that was way late. So just need the middle one. There we go. Okay, so Mystery does not light. You can see now I have lock 1 lit on the lane next to the Comet Ramp. So you can see that flashing green there. My Spot Palace just went out because that timed out. But if I can hit that bottom drop target, I'll have lock 2 lit up. I believe the drop targets save your progress. So if I were to drain with 2 of them down, actually, you know what? I'm not totally sure if... So if I were to hit down 2 drop targets right now, I think they reset. So you got to hit down all 3 in one ball. They won't save from ball to ball. But again, so I hit down the drop targets twice. You can see both my locks are lit at the lock lane there. So yeah, that will take us right into the multi-ball portion. So we have our lock slit right there. If we hit 2 balls back there, we'll start multi-ball. The way multi-ball works is, let's see. Once you lock 2 back there, it'll feed another one into your plunger lane. Once you plunge that 3rd ball, it will release the other 2 balls that have been locked. So let's lock a couple balls first and see if we can't get this going. So I'm not doing the skill shot because I don't want to risk draining. Because sometimes if you miss that Hurricane Ramp off the skill shot, it can drain you. So let's see if I can't get control here. Awesome. Alright, so there's lock 2. Now our multi-ball is ready to go. The second I plunge is going to release those 2 locked balls. And you can see here on the Hurricane Ramp, you can see on the little sign above the ramp, the first light is flashing. It's got a 1 on it. That means 1 million. The first time you hit the ramp, it's worth 1 million. The second time you hit that Hurricane Ramp, it's worth 2. The third time you hit it, it's worth 5. And then it goes back to 1 and just keeps going. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5. One of the cool things I learned about this multi-ball is there's another spot to shoot for, and that's the Ferris wheel. If you hit the ball, if you hit a ball into the Ferris wheel, it's worth 750K. But if you can, while the ball is still in the Ferris wheels, put another ball back there, it's worth 1,000,000 points. And then if you can somehow put a 3rd ball back there, good luck doing that, by the way. I believe it's worth 2 million. So that's kind of a cool feature of multi-ball. That's something to work towards and challenging. But like I said, really your main goal is hitting the Hurricane Ramp and get that 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5. And then maybe if you're set up nicely, or if you see a ball go up into the Ferris wheel, maybe try and get a couple more up there. Just kind of something side fun to do during the multi-ball. But I typically just go for the ramp the whole time. Now, once you drain out of multi-ball, this is another thing that I'm not too wild about rules-wise in the game because I don't like random rules that you can't adjust in the settings. When you drain out of multi-ball, the game will randomly give you 2x, 3x, or 5x playfield scoring. Now, the timer is not random on that round, but whether you get 2x, 3x, or 5x is, from my research. There's no rhyme or reason as to why the playfield is going to be 2x, 3x, or 5x. But the amount of time you have with that playfield multiplier is determined by how long you were in multi-ball. So if you were in multi-ball for 20 seconds, that mode's going to be 20 seconds long. Okay? So let's see what we can do here. I gotta get a hold of one now. So I got one. So yeah, that was bad. So yeah, like I said, random. We got 12 seconds to have 5x playfield going. Again, the 5x playfield is completely random. Also, if you have the game on tournament mode, I do believe it de-randomizes the mystery awards, which is nice. So every player, should they get awarded mystery awards, they'll get them in the same order each game. The order might change each game, but every player will get the same. And that was a bad 5x playfield. So we'll try and get back into that multi-ball so we can see a little bit more of that. But that's essentially how multi-ball works. Lock your 2 balls, then go after Hurricane Ramps or try to put multiple balls in the Ferris wheel. Also, one of the mystery awards is it'll award you a lock. So you can get locks that way too. You can do it the old-fashioned way or mystery award. That was terrible. Okay, let's try that again. So, multi-ball, here we come, hopefully. This can be a pretty, like I said, right there. If you can miss that skill shot and be done. So, if people are looking for competition strategies on this, I have yet to find one that's pretty foolproof. I would say just don't miss. But I've gone back and forth. Like mystery's always lit to start the game, and the awards there can be pretty decent. So I tend to maybe forego the skill shot to try and get the mystery award. I mean, you got everything from absolutely nothing, 0 points, to like 3 million. That's more than I think the whole score of my last game. So, so yeah, if mystery's lit, it's always a good idea to go for that. So let's see if we can't get some locks lit here. Oh boy. A couple. Oh, Eric. There we go. So I got one lock. I usually try to stack the locks. Just, you know, if I'm in a groove, getting the ball under control, just go ahead and keep taking shots at the drop targets. Now, again, since I hit 2 down and not the third one, I think they're going to reset. So I got to hit them all down again. Yeah. So let's get that. See if we can't pass over here. Okay, there's one. Alright, so both our locks are lit. Get control, hopefully. Very tough to get it on a trap on this game. It's very bouncy. Okay, so we got a mystery, got one of our locks. Maybe it'll award us another lock, that'd be cool. Palace letter, we'll take it. Dun 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 dun. So I'm going to plunge all the way around, try and pass it over, and then get another clean shot at the lock. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I thought that looked good. Man, so bouncy. Okay, lock 2. So now we're in multi-ball. Let's see if we can't get those ramp millions going here. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Oh, whiff. There's one. Ah. There's 2. Here comes the 5, hopefully. Ah, Eric. Oh, get up there.
Ride the Ferris Wheel.
Oh boy. So you can see I put one in the Ferris Wheel for $7.50. But yeah, so random. We got 2x play field for, we did a longer one that time, so 15 seconds. I wonder, I bet you know how I said this play field multiplier timer is based off of how long you're in multi-ball? If you trapped up during multi-ball, I wonder if I bet that timer counter probably stops, I hope. Because that'd be pretty ridiculous if you just trap up and wait for a minute and then have a playfield multiplier for a long period of time when you just sat there and did nothing during multi-ball. But I didn't see anything like that in the rules, but I'd be surprised if that... Oh my. Subsequent multi-balls. On the settings on this one, the locks don't get any harder. So if I hit down the purple targets again, I'm gonna light one of my locks. Like I said, I think default settings for the locks is if you hit the purple targets both locks will light, but this one, it's always, you just get one lock lit. So if we try to work back towards multi-ball, we should get, oh boy. Yeah, so we got another lock lit. See if we can't get to another multi-ball here. See, you can backhand this shot too. So that's, if you're trapped on the left, I guess it depends on the game, but on this one it's very safe to just backhand that mystery / lock shot. Absolutely nothing. Brady, that's what that Google group is for Cincinnati. That's solely going to be getting everyone on the same page on who's bringing the games to the show and who's bringing what, and we'll have a Google sheet that will allow people to update what games they're bringing, or I can just keep track of them, and that'll also link to the website, so anybody that goes to the Cincinnati website can see what games are currently being brought to the show that we know of. But that's the whole reason why I created that Google group, was to allow everyone to communicate on who's bringing what and when. And nope, get out of there. Ow! So we didn't get back to multi-ball, but we saw pretty much everything it had to offer. Like I said, just remember that, you know, the ramps 1, 2, 5 million, then resets 1, 2, 5 million, and that after the multi-ball you're going to have a playfield multiplier for however long you were in multi-ball, and it's random between 2, 3, and 5x. Rossman, yeah, we're about halfway through the tutorial already, but good thing this is being recorded so you can go back and watch it later. But yeah, we just got through multi-ball, and now we're going to talk about, we talked about clown time. There's not much left to talk about, just some minor features of the game. So mystery shots next. Like I said, at the start of the game, mystery awards lit. Yeah, Brady, the sheet page doesn't exist yet. Like, we don't, like when the tickets go on sale for the Cincinnati show, I'm gonna reach out to all the collectors bringing games and have them start to like lock down what exactly they're gonna be bringing, so everybody can know. So mystery's lit right off the bat. Like I said, sometimes I like, if I'm not feeling confident about making that skill shot, I will. See, I mean, me trying to make the skill shot resulted in a drain there pretty quickly. So if I'm not feeling that shot, I'll try and pass over and start off the game with a mystery award instead and hope for the best. So let's see if we can't do that here. Whiff. Or you could just brick the mystery shot too and die anyway. So let's see here. So mystery award's always lit at the start of your ball. Oh, that's not good. You can relight the mystery award from the targets on the right. Come on. We've gotten in there a handful of times already, but I just wanted to run down all the possible things you could get in a mystery award, just to kind of show you guys and gals how some of those awards can be very helpful. So there is one that stinks. It's absolutely nothing, so you just get 0 points for that one. There's one that likes the clown time mode, so that's obviously valuable. There's one that gives you an instant lock for multi-ball. There's one that gives you a palace letter, so that's obviously valuable, like we talked about before. It can give you 2x, 3x, or 5x playfield, which is obviously awesome. Let's see, what else? It can give you a bonus multiplier. So give you 1x extra bonus multiplier. So we hit our green targets. Now see how our mystery is backlit, so we can get another mystery award or drain. Let's see what else. Extra ball. It can light extra ball, which is, it will light the red lights down by your flippers, and you can switch it from lane to lane. So whatever lane the ball goes down, you light that one up, you'll get extra ball, or it just straight up awards you an extra ball via mystery. So it'll light extra ball, it'll give you an extra ball. We talked about bonus multiplier. It'll light special. That's just, it lights the right ramp for 1,000,000 points. and then it could award you a various amount of points. So 1 million to 5 million, I think, is the range there. So yeah, so mystery rewards. Typically, if I see that mystery lit, I'm going out of my way to try and cash that in, because more often than not, it's going to be something beneficial. Okay, so the next feature on the game is the Ferris Wheel. We've touched on this a little bit, but I kind of wanted to talk specifically about it and how it works. So just like mystery, it's lit at the start of the ball. You can see that it's lit over there. Let's see here. And to relight it, you hit down all the drop targets like we talked about before. It can when the Ferris wheel is lit like it is now, if you hit the ball, I'm not getting good plunges in here. You can increase the value of that Ferris wheel by hitting the juggler shot, which I just hit now. When it dumps it into the pop bumpers, watch the DMD, you'll see that the Ferris wheel amount is increasing with each pop bumper hit. And it's adding, I believe, 15K with every pop bumper hit. And I believe that value just keeps building and building until you collect the Ferris wheel. If you drain, I don't know if those points go away. But, so let's see here. I'm just trying to hit it back up in the pop bumpers and get the Ferris wheel value up some more. Let's see here. A couple more hits. But yeah, you can see the Ferris wheel value going up. It's up to 340. Not the most valuable thing in the world, but just kind of showing you how that works. So now we're up to 445. Let's see if we can't cash this in. Oh, missed. Missed. Man, they're so bouncy. Okay. Third time's the charm, hopefully. Yay. So that's the value we built up. We collected it. Now that Ferris wheel shot will not be lit. So if we wanted to light that back up, we got to hit those drop targets like we said before. And drain. Not a very worthwhile thing to go after, but that's essentially what's happening. You really just want to collect one of those Ferris wheels to get your clown face piece lit up. So you'll get the left eye for hitting the Ferris wheel. And that's really the main purpose, to make sure you collect at least one Ferris wheel during a game, so you're working your way towards that valuable clown time mode. Yeah, it starts at 250. The pop bumpers increase it. Relight it through the drops. It maxes out at 1 million. So even if you had really lively pop bumpers and was getting all kinds of points, it stops at 1 million anyway. The other thing that the Ferris wheel does is a quick score, which is the insert below the Ferris wheel that lights when you hit the right in lane. So we need to hit the Comet Ramp because that feeds the right in lane. And we'll show you how quick score works. But essentially, it's a one-timer shot that I like to call. So you hit the Comet Ramp when it goes through the right in lane. If you can one-time it into the Ferris wheel, you get the quick score amount. That is a very small amount. It's 250K the first time, but it does increase if you happen to collect multiple in one game. So 250 the first time, then it goes up 100K each time. But it maxes out at 750. So again, if you're collecting those like crazy, the max you're going to get for it is 750. So let's see if we can't collect one here. Whiff. Get up there. Okay, so quick score should light. It's lit right now, but I missed it. So you only get one shot at it. So if I want to try for that again, I got to get the ball to go down that right in lane. So Comet. Come on. All right, come on. There we go. Quick score. Oh, I missed it. Hitting too early. But yeah, so nothing too crazy with that. Just a little simple mode. So if you were ever playing this and saw the quick score lit and didn't know how or why it was being lit, that's the deal. That's tough because there's just a little bit of a flipper hop. It gets that ball up in the air. It makes hitting that far left shot. But anyway, so we didn't collect it there, but that's, I don't want to keep going after it because let's try here. There we go. So 250. Now if we hit it again, it's going to be worth 350 and then 450, kind of thing. So all the way up to 750. Yeah, I think this game's like typically 2,500 or under. So yeah, Williams DMD that can be had for not crazy amount of money. It's not my favorite game in the world, Ross man, but it is growing on me a little bit. Like I said, I didn't know about that rule in multi-ball where if you dump multiple balls into the Ferris wheel, it gives you a whole bunch of extra points, which I thought was kind of cool. It's a neat little clever thing to put in the code. And it feels good to like hit the ramps, and you know, it's just the rule set's a little bit too goofy for me, and I don't like some of the randomness of it with the random playfield multiplier after multi-ball. That's goofy, especially that you can't change it in the settings. You can change most everything else in the settings, but that's a big one. And the Palace jackpot not resetting. So if you're a competitive player, those things will kind of annoy you, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different game to have around. I think if Brady's still in the chat, I think Brady was trying to collect all three of these. I think he has them now. Comet, Cyclone, and Hurricane. This is his Hurricane. It's just, I'm babysitting it. But yeah, I mean, if you find one, you know, try it out for a while. If you don't like it, move it on. That's kind of how this hobby works, really. So, but yeah, I mean, it hasn't really been the greatest game I've ever played, but you know, it's got some cool shots and some neat rules. Yeah, so if you're into the carnival theme stuff, I'd definitely give it a shot. Micey Juice, what up? Who did the code for this game? That's a good question. I know Barry Osler and Python Angelo worked on it. We could probably see in the credits here, because it runs the credits after the game. Maybe we'll let those run and we can see if we can't look at the code. But I think for the most part, the team that did this, they were pretty much intact for the for all three of the games. You know, like artist, designer, code. I mean, anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they all pretty much worked together and did all of them. So there's only a couple more things I want to talk about for the tutorial, and then we'll play and just hang out for the rest of the time. The dummy target is that red target in between the two ramps. If you hit the dummy target, it starts the dummy mode. If you hit the target again, you dunk the dummy and you get the clown's nose. Again, this is a very the rules for scoring on that is the first time you dunk them, you only get 60k for doing it, so nothing. But then dunking him... Oh, the other thing that dunking the dummy does is advance your bonus X. But again, your bonus X can only go up to 6x. The max base bonus you can get, I think, is 600,000. So your bonus max is out of 600,000. If you tap it out at 6x, that's not a huge amount of points. And he's a very dangerous shot. If you miss him, you're probably going to drain, and a lot of times if you hit him, you're probably going to drain. So, let's see. It works you towards your clown time, so you definitely want to collect the dummy once. But yeah, it's going to increase your bonus X, which, you know, if you have that maxed out, that can be okay points. But I thought there was, if you got max bonus, yeah, I thought there was some other, like, benefit to getting your bonus X all the way up. I thought it lit some other mode or gave you some advantage, but I can't remember. I didn't jot down notes on that. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the full in-depth tutorial of this guy. Not the most complicated game in the world, but you know, we cover pretty much anything. So we'll just try and blow it up here for the rest of the night. And if anybody's got any questions or want me to like cover something again that they didn't understand, let me know. I've been working on this beard for a long time. Micey Juice, thanks. I don't know if we saw in the credits like who worked on the game, but let's see. Oh, software. Somebody made a little card down here. Software by Mark Penacho? Yeah, I've never heard of that guy. Not sure what other games he did. Somebody get up on Internet Pinball Database and see what other games he did. Whiff. So I hit the dummy. He started. I'll try and get a hold of the ball to see if I can hit him again. But you'll see how dangerous this is. I mean, oh, there we go. So we survived the dummy hit. But again, yeah, the only real benefit to hitting him, in my opinion, is working your way towards clown time. Clown time! I can't believe UC lost. That's crazy. Man, they were looking good too. They were... I thought they were going to make a big run. Look like a bear. Thanks. I think. Oh boy, come on. Let's see. So, haven't gotten the mouth yet. Get up there. Thanks, Ronald. So let's see. Earthshaker, Elvira, the Party Monsters, Fishtails, Roller Games. Those are all good games. Yeah, so he had some good stuff. It was just one of those situations where I didn't realize all those were him. That's cool. Thanks for looking that up. Unless you knew it off the top of your head. And if you did, even more impressive. Get up there. So, million lit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Stay lit, stay lit, stay lit. Oh. Oh no. Thought I hit the Ferris wheel. Stay with me. Nice, yeah. Man, roller games is one that I've only gotten to play a handful of times at shows. I'd really love to pick one of those up. I'd honestly like to have a couple more System 11s here. I'd like to find one of those. I'm mousing around. I've always loved Big Guns. I'm a huge fan of that game, so I'd love to pick up one of those at some point. I need to have a spot in my house, a couple spots in my lineup for System 11s, and just kind of rotate them in and out, because those are some sweet games.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right this way.
Oh! This game does not like shoves from the left. Oh no. No! My super safe backhand mystery shot did not work out that time. Get up there. Okay. Bad Cats, yeah. My friend has one of those, and I haven't put a terrible amount of time on it, but I will say, hitting that, what is it, the center ramp, that like every time you hit it, it just goes meow, 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 meow. I think that is incredible. I love just hearing that. So don't know a terrible amount about the game, but I do like the shots on it, and I've enjoyed the couple games I've flipped around on it. But my friend that does have that, I actually have a couple friends that have it. They just have these huge collections where, you know, I'm just not there long enough to really put good time on all their games when I'm there. So I definitely don't mind it. It's not high on my list, mainly just because I haven't had much time on it and I don't know much about it. And the theme I'm not too wild about. But yeah, like I said, like the rest of the System 11s, I'd really like to kind of try them all at some point. Oh. Stay with me. Oh! That almost was a good save. Almost. Yeah, and that's how quick they can be, ladies and gents. Yeah, that was cruel. Man, I swear, the rubbers around the out lanes on this game, the ball can just be barely moving at all. And all it needs is just one little hop, and those rubbers will give it enough to just bounce one more time. I've had so many where it's like, oh, that's going in the in lane for sure. And then it just takes one more touch of the rubber and just jumps to the out lane, just kind of walks out there. So this game is pretty mean. I definitely have not even come close to getting a hold of any of the high scores on this game. I want to say like 30, like the low 30 million is like my highest score so far on this, and that's just not good at all. Get up there. Let me get the million. No. Ooh, I thought that was going to be one of the ones where it took one more bounce. Actually, I like Cyclone. That's my favorite in the three games. Can't really tell you specifically why. Maybe it's the whole System 11 thing, where I'm pretty partial to those games. I like those games a lot. This one's fine, like I said. It's a little bit too mean for me, and again, I just didn't like some of the random scoring with it. Now, Cyclone might have some similar goofy rules, but I haven't really noticed that. It seems to be more balanced, but again, I could be wrong. And not to say that like the scoring is unbalanced on this. It's just I don't like the jackpot growing and growing and growing until somebody collects it. I think it should reset every between players and after games, stuff like that. But yeah, out of the three that I played, granted I've had the most time on this one, but out of all three of them, I think. Oh, there we go. Definitely enjoyed Cyclone the most. And it's hard not to like misspeak when you're talking about these games. I always mix them up, especially Hurricane and Cyclone. I want to call this Cyclone and Cyclone Hurricane. Get up there. Million. Come on. Get up there. Get the palace letter. Oh. No. Dang. Gotta do it again. One more. Well, I guess a couple more. God damn it. Get up there. We just need the left eye. Ferris wheel. So if you look, I only need the left eye of the clown. So I'm going to try and go after the Ferris wheel. Nice backhand. Get in there. Oh! There we go. Stay back there. So I think clown time should be ready. Oh yeah, Brady, that'd be awesome to bring over Cyclone. That would be fun. But whatever you want to do, man, you always know that. Ah, well, that was just ball one, so I think we should have this lit for the next ball. See that just massive bonus from hitting that dummy. But to be fair, I mean, in a competition, you know, the difference between winning and losing could easily be a few $100,000, so I guess I shouldn't discount it that much. I'll get up there. Oh, Cyclone doesn't have a multi-ball? Yeah, that's a bummer. One surefire way to make a pinball game more interesting is having a multi-ball mode, that's for sure. Get around. Yeah. See if we can do a little bit better here on this clown time. Real bad. Oh no. Oh man, this is rough. This clown time. I'm not dying, but I'm not hitting any valuable shots. There we go. Let's hit a few of these. Nope. Pretty uneventful clown time, but that's okay. We got there. Alright, 1, 2, 5. So we're in multi-ball. Let's get some ramps. Get some ramps. Looks like we're going to spot a palace letter here if I can hit it. Ah, damn. Come on, Eric. That ramp can be a real pain in the butt sometimes. That was real bad. Damn it, Eric. Jesus. I am real bad at this game sometimes. Or just in general, I guess. Okay. I'll take that clown time. I think it's the first time I've played that mode and got over 1 million in points, though. I feel like some players much more advanced than me could probably blow this game up pretty good, but the shots tend to be just a bit out of my comfort zone. That it's pretty tough for me. Bonus multiplier, yes! I'm gonna get 200K for bonus instead of 100K. Amazing. Rainbow. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, Palace Letter. Let's get a jackpot here. Jesus. That's just real bad. What do we need? We need eye. What's mouth? Oh. Comet And I blew it. Blum, 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 blum. Come on, skill shot. Why didn't you go around? Oh, I thought I got them both there. Oh, I hit that. Brick and drop target. Jump. There we go. Get up there. See if we can't get a palace letter here. No. Get that lock. Quick score. Quick score. Ba, 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 ba. And beware. This goofy music will get stuck in your head. Look, dummy, I don't want to hear it from you. Now he hits it. Now he hits it. See what we got. A bonus multiplier. Unreal. Just having a big stink fest here. So, who out there has seen all the footage and stuff on the new Alice Cooper game? I think it looks really cool. Brady, if you're still in chat, I believe that Comics to Games is, for right now, planning on getting one. So that'll be exciting. No idea when they'll ship or whatever, but they usually are pretty good there at Spooky to get those games announced and made and out the door. So, pretty excited to play one. 1 million lit. 1 million biffed. And I missed it. Crud. Get our lock lit. I'll take that. So we can't lock another. Light another lock here. Oh, another lock lit. There we go. Yeah, this game is definitely a drain magnet. Yeah, Spooky hasn't wowed me yet with any of the original games, so, but I am excited to see it, just like I was excited to see Rob Zombie. Again, it wasn't my cup of tea, but I'm hoping Alice Cooper's better, at least for me, because I'd really like to jump in on their games, because they're such a good company about, like, you know, customer service, code support, all that kind of stuff. They're doing all the little things that I appreciate. But, yeah, just, I haven't had a game really scratch me where I itch, so to speak. God. Drano. Replay at 24 million. I'll take 10 million right now. Jeez Louise. Gosh, dog. Get that other lock. Get up there. I'll take it. Oh, did you talk to Larry, Brady? Is he going to get one? Yeah, I was not impressed with Rob Zombie at all. I know I talked to Larry, and he's had his for a while now, and I think he said the, like I said, the code support's good, but there's just, I mean, it still needs work, I guess he was saying. It's not the most reliable game either. So, some other reports I heard from, Brady, your little split that you put on that ramp sign came off. I'm going to get that out of there. I think I put a better fix on that anyway, so I don't think it'll be needed anymore. Oh, let's get the glare guard back in. Go. Oh wow, yeah. 12 grand for a spooky? No way. I mean, I don't buy new games all the time, but I would say like around 6 grand is my max. So even the fact that they're pushing the 7 grand mark for their new games, that's a tough pill to swallow. But I guess if the game was good enough, and I might pull the trigger on something like that in the future. But again, I haven't really had a spooky game really be that great for my tastes. Yeah, so not impressed with the other games you play with them by them. Yeah, I mean, Rob Zombie is the only one I've had good time on, and I mean, it looked like a pinball company's second game ever. Like you could just tell like they weren't very experienced. But again, I think they're doing all the right things. They're getting better. They're listening to all the feedback, and I think that's really commendable. And if they can, hopefully this Alice Cooper is really fun, and maybe I'll get to play it a lot there. So big multi-ball here. Oh, cool. So it looks like we'll have a couple Alice Coopers around to play. $1 million. Let's do 2. Nope. I don't wanna. I might be dead. Nope. Get up there. There's 2. Come on, let's get the 5. Ooh! 5. So now 1. So this is what you want, obviously. Oh. Get up there. Get around. That was a good run. I'll take that. That's by far the best multi-ball I've had on this game. So 3x playfield. It looks like the timer for this mode is a max of 15 seconds. So Let's see what... And if you got the playfield multiplier and mystery lit, I'm pretty sure it applies to any points you get in here, so you might as well hit something. Bonus multiplier is not going to help us, but... Decent collect on the Ferris wheel there. I think that might have been multiplied. See if we can get this last palace letter. Got another lock lit. Got a palace letter lit at the Hurricane. Get out of there. Get up there. Oh no. Brick, 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 brick. Get up there. Nothing. Finally, hit something. Spot letter. No. Man. Come on, I need that palace letter. So that's probably one of my best games I've ever had. But you could see, like, you know, if you can get in that setup during multi-ball where you can just keep looping that right ramp, and that'll be good for you. Yep, 2 Ferris wheels, Terry. Because 2 Ferris wheels is way better than 1. And I believe Cyclone has 1 in that game, so maybe you're thinking of that game. Boo! Hot dog. Yeah, Gun Nut, I'm definitely not down here playing this 3 hours a night, that's for sure. and you know, if I did have a real long session on it, I'd probably put some tunes on. But yeah, if like this would probably be one that if you worked at an arcade or something, and if this was anywhere near you and where you worked, you'd probably turn the sound way down or keep the game as far away from you as possible. Terry, how about those Bearcats losing that lead? I totally turned off the game because I thought they had it in hand. That's crazy. I cannot believe that. They were looking so good, too. I was saying that before. I mean, man. Alright, Palace Letter, come on. Yeah! Let's get some jackpots, boys and girls. Yeah! That's gonna be a good one. 13 million! But yeah, that's because I hadn't collected. I'd just been building it up, building it up, building it up. And then I finally collected on some random other game. And it gives me 13 million. So that's pretty lame if you ask me. So I wonder if there's any way... I wonder if that value resets on a power cycle. Because maybe we can, when we have a tournament here with this, maybe we can have that... have the game power cycled after each match. But I'm not sure if that'll work. I'll have to research that. Damn! I swear, I know there's probably like other cities where their fans think that they have the worst luck, but I don't know, man. Cincinnati fans have some pretty some pretty demoralizing sports history. 1 million, come on. Yeah. Let's spot some palace letters. Oh! Get it back! Get it back! Oh, I had one shot at it and I missed it. Boo 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 boo.
My grandma drove better than you. Ride this Ferris wheel. You cut it like a wet
I could have saved that. What ball do we have there? That was ball 3? Shit. We're doing okay on that game, too. Alright, what time we got here? Alright. I'm going to do a couple more games and then we'll call it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this tutorial is helpful for people. If you're thinking about getting the game or whatnot, hopefully it showed you. Hopefully we showed you everything the game's got to offer. I might not have blown the game up, but it's definitely got some, like, the artwork's the best part of this game for me. Like the slingshot plastics are hilarious. It's got the clown at the bottom where he's actually holding the flippers like in his hands. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the artwork on this game is top notch. I like the top down view where it's just a bunch of people walking around an amusement park, and it's like, I think all 3 of the games have playfield art like this where you just got patrons walking around an amusement park, and the playfield's like a top-down view of all of them. It's pretty sweet. Like you're looking at them all from a helicopter or something. Get up there. Damn. That million was lit, but that shot's tough. Yeah, no problem, guys. Thanks for watching. It's always fun to not have to do these tutorials alone. Got cut off from buying pins, gun nut. Ooh, it ordered me clown time. I like it. Get up there. I haven't hit one major shot. And there we go. The DMD animations on this is pretty funny. What was that? Crazy. The sound like went out. Weird. Interesting. Must have been like a bug in the code where that was creepy. Still heard the clown, but there was like no music. listen, dummy. Take that. Oh. God, that dummy! He's throwing him back at me. Oh, boy. I hope not, Ronald. My stepdaughter Abby would. She'd never go to sleep again. Oh shit. How about that save, ladies and gents? How about that save? Get around. Oh, I knew it. That's too dangerous. Don't do that again, Eric. Don't do that again. Damn. Oh man, it took like a curveball and put it right down the middle. I know, it's pretty scary, man. Like, we went and saw that, the remake. That was a great movie. Speaking of it, we have a funhouse on location here in northern Kentucky that a friend of the owner painted Rudy's face to look exactly like it. It's ridiculous. It's just a real beat up funhouse that's been on location for its whole life, and yeah, it's creepy. Damn. Get around. Alice. No. Get back here. Oh God. I should have dead bounced there. That was dumb. Okay. Drop target. There we go. Let's work back towards multi-ball if we can help it. Nope. Yeah, it upped the Rudy creepiness factor. All right. Another multi-ball. Palace letter? Oh, 1 million. Okay, let's get some ramps. Let's get some ramps. Get a ramp. Let's loop the ramp. Come on. There we go. Come on. Ow. Oh, oh, oh. Stay with me. Damn. Mystery. I'll take it. You're gonna die, clown. That was a nice one-timer. Oh. So we'll call this the last game, 'cause this is a pretty good game to end on. So just wanted to thank everybody again for watching, and again apologize for the weird streaming times and days. I'll get back to my regular weekday spot once I get out of tax season here. Get there, yeah. What we got? 9.8. This might be the game. This might be the game. Get up there. Don't go for the Comet. Don't go for the Comet. And don't miss the Hurricane Ramp. That's my best game ever right there. And ball one. So let's see if we can't improve upon this here. I'm going to get that lock lip, but I'd love a palace letter here. No. That's about as close as they get, boys and girls. Yeah, it has been a while, man. Yeah, I'm glad I got to do one this weekend. All right, let's get another multi-ball here. There we go. Give me a playfield X. That'd be sick. 3 million. I'll take it. Ramps. 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 Get up there, you dummy. Ah. 5x scores. Yeah, give me a point value. I got 5x playfield going here. Come on. Xavier's losing too? Absolutely nothing. What's 5 times 0, ladies and gents? I believe it's 0. I'm no chemist, but I believe 5 times 0 is 0. Get around. man. No! Oh, that was only ball 2? Okay. We can get back to another multi-ball here. 54 million. I'll take this all day. I'll take this all day. Get up there. All right. All right. Oh. Dang it. That was a good game to end on. I'll take that all day. Man, yeah, if Xavier loses too, it'll end a pretty insane weekend for... Hey, I get to put my name up here. Sweet. Alright, good one to end on, guys. We get to put our name up. Cool. Cool. Well, everybody, thanks again for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. And the plan is next weekend, but I'm just going to play it by ear with work and everything. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.